Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Going Medieval. Welcome back to the Fort of Thatcham, where things are going pretty darn well indeed. I certainly can't complain. In fact, I've done a little bit of research between this episode and the last. We went ahead and got decorative structures. I wasn't too interested in getting these originally, until I realized that part of the decorative structures were the decorations for the Church of Restitution, as well as the Oak Brethren. So I've gone ahead and built those decorations, at least the Oak Brethren ones over here, which means that this is now actually a little Oak Brethren temple. And then when this one's done, that will actually be a Church of Restitution chapel, which means that this should have a little bit of a bonus, I think. I'm not really too sure what it does, but either way, it's actually what the room is. Now, speaking of rooms being what they're supposed to be, I've gone ahead and started laying out some fences out here. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to start working on workshops. And I was going to do something kind of complicated for these. I was going to try and do something, you know, that would make them look like interesting buildings, make them look all fancy and stuff like that. But I'm still trying to learn the construction in this game, and it's a little weird at times. So I'm just gonna do something relatively basic, I think. And I would like to do something a little more complex than what I'm gonna do here, but I'm kind of just gonna do something really, really simple. Although I am gonna go back a little bit further here with the fences, because my thinking is I'm going to use these fences to kind of space everything out. So I didn't mean to place you. You can go away. So basically we're going to go in. We're going to go from there, and we're going to go 7, I guess. And then we're going to go back. Actually, I could probably get away with 5. We'll commit to doing kind of small buildings here, because the whole point is that these are going to be little workshops is what they're going to be. So we'll sort of do 5 by 9 or whatever that is, and that is fine. It's not fancy at all, but it's okay. So we're kind of going to do the same here. So 5, and then it was 9. What distance is this from the front? That is 10. Okay, so that should be 10 right there. We'll go the same here, and we'll kind of do that sort of thing. We could go a little wider, actually, I think. I think maybe something like that would look a little better. It is going to mean the door is going to be slightly offset, but I think that's fine. I think it's probably for the best that the door is slightly offset, just to make these look a little bit more interesting. Or we could do double doors. Thinking about it, we could do a door there, a door there. We could do a door there and a door there. And I think that'll be okay. And in terms of windows, what I'll do is there, and I think we'll do there for a door. And I want that to be a door very specifically. I want that to be a door as well, because essentially I'm thinking we'll do some little yards on these guys and kind of make them sort of interesting looking. I'm also thinking I'm going to do wooden roofs on these, which will be a little bit different to what we've done elsewhere. We usually do the thatch ones. So something nice and simple there with a nice little wooden floor. We could do limestone, thinking about it. I think we have a little bit of limestone. We have 52. So we don't really have enough limestone. So we'll just put down a wooden floor as per usual. And that'll be a couple of little workshops out there. And, you know, it's nothing too fancy, but it will certainly do the job for now. And the reason I'm leaving this big gap between the walls and the workshops, plain and simple, is so I can go ahead and lure enemies into those spaces. That's kind of the whole idea there. So hopefully that gets done at some point, and enemies will, you know, get lured into those spaces. We can also go ahead and do something like this. Like I said, we've got these little yards back here. So those can be used, maybe some stockpiles or something. We keep some raw materials out in those yards. Doesn't really matter what they're going to be used for, but that's my thinking for them anyway. Settlers are starving. What? How? Who? What? Oh, it's because you can barely bloody move is why you're starving. You are trying to go and eat, but you're really why are you struggling? What are you doing? I can't actually see what the actions are on that either. That's interesting. Consume, please. Okay, you're completely incapable of getting in there. Why are you struggling so much? That's a little bit worrying. I don't want you to be struggling. At least you're enjoying some backgammon, but yeah. I don't really want you to be struggling there either. To struggling, starving, whatever. It's definitely not good. Now let's see. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we should go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then do a little corner. And I'm thinking what we'll do is mirror these. So we'll do 2 more of these buildings with sort of like almost like an alleyway between them or something. Which, yeah, that's actually exactly what I'm going to do. So what is that? That was 6 across. So it's 6. Wait, it's not there. It's there it needs to be. And 6 there as well. We'll cancel these guys. And then we just want to kind of do exactly the same layout. And these, again, they're going to be really basic. I would like to make these fancier, but I've been kind of toying around with the building in this game, and I just can't really get to grips with it. I'm kind of struggling a little bit to figure it out. It's not super complicated. I mean, looking at it, it's, you know, it has similarities to other games that I've played. It's just figuring out what my settlers can actually get up to, you know, and I mean that in the literal sense of what they can get up to and reach. So we'll figure it out in time. Either way, this is going to be another similar layout over here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We want to bring you out from the back there. Bring you out from the back there. We want to turn these guys so that they're kind of, you know, facing all that way. We'll have you sort of come across. We'll have you sort of come across. And, yeah, that'll be okay, I think. That'll be an interesting little layout for some workshops. It's definitely not super inspired, but it does the job, and that's kind of what we need it to do. You know, Halloissa here is having a lot of problems, and it's kind of bothering me. At the minute, they're ravenous, right? And that's because, I mean, food is here. But I'm looking at their health, and there's no pain. There's a bruised chest, so the movement speed is definitely lower. But I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why they're why why are you struggling as much as you are? It's a little nuts is what it is. You've also got to go convalescent, hopefully that bad. There you go. If you wouldn't mind, just where am I? If you wouldn't mind, just go and sleep. Go and rest. You are having a rough time. Is what you're having. Now, all of this has just turned red, which tells me that we've run out of wood. Which is actually kind of amazing when you consider how much wood we harvested from these trees, but yeah, we've managed to run out of wood. So we're going to need to put in an order to, I'm basically going to chop down half a forest, or an entire forest, as it were. So we'll just chop down all of that. And, I mean, it seems like trees do regrow in this game, so it'll take a little bit, but we'll get there. You are really annoying me. I'm not gonna lie. You are bothering me with how sort of slow you are and the fact that you're now starving. It is very frustrating. I'm gonna be honest, Halloissa. It's very frustrating. It would be nice if you were less miserable due to your injuries. That's all I'm saying. It would be preferred. Is what it would be. It would also be nice to get some stuff moving into stockpiles and whatnot too, but I've set up such a massive construction job that I think we're going to be, you know, we're going to be focusing on construction for a while, I guess. I think that's just going to be the way of it. Are you out? Are you seriously out hunting? No, I don't think so. I somehow don't think so. Let's have you go convalesce until you're feeling a little bit better. I do not think hunting is going to be what I need you to do right now. I do think having Allison come in here and tend to your wounds might not be a bad idea. Because then maybe you'll be a little bit less miserable. Oh, you're back and moving. There you go. Look at you go. You're zooming. All right. Jesus. It's like a whole new person. Not bad, I guess. That's not bad at all. I'll tell you what. It'd be nice if we could, it'd be nice if you'd go and eat. You know, you've not ate anything in a while. Can I get you to consume anything? Hold on, what if we go down into deep storage? There's deep storage. Go and consume that roasted meat. If you wouldn't mind. Because then hopefully you'll be, you know, a little bit less miserable. Right? Are you actually going to eat it down there? You are. Are you full? You're full. So you're not hungry. You're well rested. Your mood is neutral. That's fine. We have research available too. Oh, it's only decorative banners. All right, well. It would have been more exciting if it was literally anything else. But, well, it wasn't, so it isn't. Good news, though, is that we are getting a good amount of wood out here. We have 1,806 laying around with an additional 470 something around here as well. So we're going to have a good amount of wood laying around for construction, which means these can get up and running at some point and everything should be fine. What I would like to do, though, is I would like to do something like this. And this, and this. So we'll have those kind of nicely spread out. And then I want to do some torches. And I kind of want to do the torch. I mean, the torches are going to need to be inside the buildings too. But let's do some torches kind of like this. And we'll also... Helois has turned 46. Okay, well, I'm glad your health is better than it was. It would have been a bit of a pain if it wasn't. We'll do something like this for the torches, though, just to kind of spread them out a little bit and get these places brightened up a little bit, too. I think they were supposed to be sort of opposite each other, right? It was something like that. Not quite. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Do that. Yep, do that one. Can I cancel that one? Yes. Cancel... that one, yes. And then where's that one? And it goes there. All right, so those will be nice and bright. That whole area is going to be nice and bright once that's all built, which is kind of fantastic. It's just going to take a while because there's just a lot of construction to do. But I have to say, this looks pretty cool. You know, having these spikes around here, having the proper floors in the walls, it looks pretty cool. I'm honestly... as weird a sentence as this is, I'm excited for the next attack. I'm excited for the next raid. Because it means if someone tries and fails, which, I mean, I hope they will, you know, fail. We might, you know, we'll have archers on the walls. It's gonna be kind of cool. It's really gonna be kind of cool. I'm also thinking we probably have enough wood laying around that we could prioritize a little bit more construction. So Allison, go and do some construction if you wouldn't mind. Because then we can hopefully get this all built a little bit quicker. Because these guys are kind of my main thing, you know. I want to get a... you know what? Let's see here. I do want more research, right? So I'm thinking another basic research table is gonna be a good idea. So I do want one of those, right? And then if we look at the rooms overlay, the library is what exactly? I don't remember what one the library is. Not that one, it's not that one, it's not that one, it's not that one, it's that one. So research table and then 2 wall bookshelves or bookshelves. So basically we can do a couple of wall bookshelves. We can do them sort of on the opposite wall there. And that's kind of all we need for the library. And that'll be 2 research places. And then in terms of workshops, let's get the Bower's table, however you pronounce it, into here. And then what else do we need? We need 2 wall tool shelves. So that's a wall bookshelf. That's production. Where do I go? Oh no, I have a horrible feeling about this. Decorative, hold on a minute. What the hell is a wall tool shelf? Decorative structures, wall pottery, wall shield, wall tool. Oh, so it's decorative, right. So that's fine. That's pottery. It's this one, wall tool shelf, yeah. So let's just do 1, 2, 3 of those. And then over here, what we can do is 1, 2, 3 of those, because that will be a workshop as well. And what else can we do? So that's the bowers. We need I guess the woodworking bench. And then this will be the sewing station. Unless there's something else. Woodworking, sewing. Yeah. So the sewing station can kind of go in here. Right about there. And the woodworking bench can kind of go, I guess, right about here. And then it's going to need the decorations as well with the tool shelves on that wall. And I guess that'll be okay. That'll be fine. It's not going to be super fancy right now, but that's kind of okay. Now, speaking of research, we are starting to get some options. We could start looking into stonemasonry to get limestone bricks, which I wouldn't be against. I don't know if they're useful or not, but I wouldn't be against them. Clay bricks and coal. Coal would be really good to have too. I don't know, because here's the thing. Armor seems like something we probably want. Cooking seems like something we're probably going to want. So I don't know that I want to go too far into all the rest of it just yet. I think we'll kind of just let the research build up, because I don't think we need clay bricks. I don't know if we need limestone. Although I'm pretty sure different materials are better for insulation, so limestone might be better at keeping the heat in when it's cold. Research 2 is also something we can start looking into as well, which honestly might not be a terrible idea. Because that's when we start getting into textbooks. And that's where, you know, things like, armor 2 and shields 2 and preserving food 2 and all that need textbooks. Although I think cooking. Or more defensive structures. Defensive structures wouldn't be a terrible idea. But then we need iron ingots for that. And for iron, we need smelting. So I think smelting is maybe where we need to go. I don't know. It's difficult to know. I'm going to be honest. It's a little difficult to know what we should dive into in terms of research. You've got to be joking me. There's another cold snap. That's just what we needed. Just another cold snap right in the middle of everything. At least, I mean, I guess the silver lining is there's 3 days, like 2.5 days left of winter. But another cold snap that's a little bit brutal. I'm not gonna lie. That is a little bit brutal. But I think we'll manage. You know, we'll be okay. We've got everybody working, doing their thing. We've got research going ahead. We still, I honestly don't know what to go into. I guess smelting can lead directly into blacksmithing, which is useful. It can lead into steel if I get textbooks. I don't know. There's so much to do. You know, I'm not complaining. It's just, it's interesting because, you know, I have gotten to this place where, you know, like I think I said at the start, I've got this fort. I've got my settlers. They're doing okay. They're fed. They've got food through winter. And that's great. And that's fantastic. But then you've got all the research still to do. And that's a lot. That's a lot of work to do. And I feel like we should have someone dedicated to research still. I think, who is our top researcher right now? I mean, Florence, we could, if you weren't doing construction, we could have you doing it. Goldina, I guess you're kind of the top researcher. Who's unconscious? What the hell? Hello? Who are you? Anwind, what the hell happened? Hypothermia? Oh. Okay. Allison, let's have you go and grab him, because he's gonna be, yeah, he's gonna be consistently losing health points. Yeah, he is losing health points because he's freezing to death. So we'll just get him inside and we'll get him warmed up a little bit. And if you wouldn't mind just tending to his wounds. Oh, he's fine. What are you doing? Anwind, what are you, you freaking idiot. Okay. Buddy, I know you're hungry. Oh, no, he's fine. Anwind, please. Please. Just stop. Stop, okay? Go to bed. We're going to try and tend to your wounds if we can. Which we can. That's good. So now you've been tended to. Allison can go to bed. How are you doing, bud? You're fine. His hit points are increasing. He's a bit hungry. But other than that, he's fine. Is he wearing, are they wearing winter clothes? I mean, yes and no. What quality? Flimsy. That's good. Okay, bud. I want you to go equip that. Oh, you're unconscious. I can't. I feel like I can't, like, force equip them. But I'm hold on. If I tell you to prioritize, oh, you're already working on it. Okay, equip that for me. So if I tell you to do that, are you warmer now? You're not thrilled about having it force equipped though. So I guess we need somewhere for clothing is what we need. I am just going to tell them to force equip the clothing though, because it seems like, you know, it seems like they're going to be warmer. Yeah, minus 18 where that one was what, minus 19. So they're probably not thrilled about having it kind of force equipped, but they can tolerate a degree colder, which is something, I guess. It's better than nothing. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. They can tolerate a little bit, and that's about it. So that's what they're gonna do. Now I am thinking. Actually, I've always wanted the region button. Does this work? I realize I haven't clicked on this yet. I don't think regions do anything. I don't think the region button, I don't think this function is in the game at all right now. So that's fair enough. Research wise, we're still sitting here. We need one more chronicle before we can look into smelting, which is fine. That's all right. I don't mind. I don't really mind waiting for that. Not a huge deal waiting on the chronicle. What are you doing? You are getting resources for construction. What are you constructing? Oh, are you constructing? Oh, you're building that? Okay. Well, that's fair enough. That's going to look nice outside, I guess. You know, a little bit more fire. I'm not going to complain about that. I do have a feeling that getting these built is going to take forever because they're still prioritizing the walls. Although the walls, to be fair, very nearly done. You know, I've just noticed something as we're getting towards the end of winter. It's day 11 of winter right now, but the temperature's already starting to climb, and that's actually really cool that the seasons don't just suddenly, you know, snap and change. They sort of blend together. So it's snowing and it's 6 degrees at the minute, although I think the temperature is going to drop as it gets, you know, more snowy. But what made me notice was that we had people over here gardening. So it's warm enough for them to start gardening despite it snowing. That's kind of cool. I really like that. I don't know if I've noticed that in other games like this. It's been so long since I've played Stonehearth or Banished that I don't remember if the seasons do blend together or not. But that's kind of a cool little touch that they do blend together in this, because it means that, you know, you can. Well, I wonder if it's a random thing as well, because I wonder if that means that it could go the other way, where a winter will kind of blend further into a spring. You know, you'll kind of have a late spring. That would be kind of cool as well. This is giving me so many ideas. There's more depth to this game than I think I realized, and I'm okay with that. I am actually very much okay with that. Now, fletching would be nice. Going ahead and getting better bows, a longbow specifically, would be great. Smelting would be cool. Armor would be cool. I'm not gonna lie, I think armor, like, you know, getting gambesons and leather armor would be really nice. Cooking is very important as well. Although it looks like we need iron for cooking, so that's actually gonna be a waste of time. Gambesons, I don't know what's made from. A tough quilted, okay, so it's, I don't know. Leather, I don't really know what all these are. I don't think armor is what we need yet. I think smelting really might be the thing, because we do need iron for a few things here. We need mechanical components for that. We need iron ingots for the reinforced door. We need iron for cooking. So I think, yeah, smelting is kind of gonna be the big thing. So that means that we have smelting furnaces, we have clay, we have limestone, which we don't have, but we do have a good amount of clay. So I wonder if we kind of go up here and we say, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. We could just do 4 of them, I guess, and I think that would be okay. I don't really think I need to space them out like that, though. I mean, I'm doing that because it looks cool, but to be fair, we don't need to do that, so I don't think we will. I think we will just put them just next to each other. So, you know, 4 smelting furnaces right there. I don't think we'll ever need 4, so we will do 3 just to be nice. But we'll kind of let them live up there. Eventually, we might move them elsewhere. In fact, you know what? Let's build a forge, right? Let's not get lazy, I guess. So, let me come in here and let me do something like this. We're gonna do a forge that's kind of right down at the end of at the end of this space. So you come down here, the forge is gonna be right here. And it's going to be a bit of a weirdly shaped building. I am actually going to try and do something kind of weird here. So let's see. Let's bring it back like that. Let's go one further. Let's actually go a little further. Let's do something like this, right? So that'll be the entrance to the forge. This can come back a bit. Because my thinking is, if I do this in the right way, I can actually set this up to have multiple sort of workshops in it, which I think would be kind of cool. So if I did this, that would kind of do it, but not exactly the way I'd want it to. Oh man, let me see here. So these guys, what size are they? They're that size. Okay, so that's I guess I could probably get away with this. I want to do something interesting, you know? I want to build like a forge, essentially. I want to build an actual like cool looking forge thing rather than just a weird looking building. But I guess to do that, I would also need more limestone, which I don't really have. So I don't know. Man, it's I'd have to do more mining, I think. It's difficult. This is kind of difficult. I want a cool building, but this like I said, I'm still learning the building in this game, so it's going to take me a minute. But let's see what I can do. So I think this is a pretty cool looking building, but the problem is that it's highlighting this roof in red, and that makes me think that there's no way that anyone could actually get up to it, and that's putting me off wanting to build this thing, because I just, you know, if they can't get up there, then it's never going to be built anyway, and that's kind of a problem. It'd be nice to build this, but I get the feeling I'm not going to be able to, and that's a little upsetting. It'd be really cool, I think, because we could get a workshop sort of potentially up here as well if we really wanted to. And then we could have workshops in each corner down at the bottom as well. So these two rooms, and then out here is where the forge things go, the smelting furnaces. So I put a furnace, you know, there, and a furnace there. And I think that would be kind of cool. I think that'd be a really cool looking building. I don't know if they can ever finish it, but I guess we'll find out is what we'll do. I guess we'll find out if they can ever finish it. I've also totally forgotten to put any torches or anything like that on it. So let's grab ourselves some wooden torches and we'll do some sort of by the entrance there. We'll do one there. We'll get one there as well. We'll get one, let's say, by the door in that room and there as well. And we can do, I guess, there and there as well. What I'm thinking is maybe it's highlighting these in red in the sense of like, hey, this can't be built until like something else is built. So maybe when the lower walls go in, it'll be like, yeah, now we can build those other things. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll find out. Either way, I think that's a cool looking building. I think that'll be a cool looking forge. So I'm excited to see how that goes. In terms of other research, we can get those decorative banners, which I'm not really too interested in. And this is actually coming together already pretty well, so that's nice. This, I think this whole area is going to look pretty cool, though. I gotta be honest, with the cool looking forge, which I really should have built out of stone, but I didn't. You know, we got a nice forge. We got these workshops here. I think this will be kind of cool looking. Although I really should look into different types of structures, because that roof on that structure does look a little weird. Either way, I think that does mean that the walls aren't done. The walls are very nearly done, but they're not quite done. That's fair enough, I guess. That's it's just the way it is, I suppose. But it will be nice to have an actual workshop here. That's something I'm excited for. An actual proper little workshop that will hopefully give a bit of a boost, I guess, to this table. Because production speed's 100% right now. It's 100% on that one as well. It's 110% actually, because it's, I guess, inside a spare room. So I guess this one, if it's inside of an actual workshop, might go even faster. Which would be really, really nice. I'm not gonna lie. It'd be really, really cool to see this one have like 130%. Because then it means that these things are that bit more useful, and that's kind of exciting. Although I'm also realizing that having my settlers working so far away from where they sleep might not be a good idea. We might want to start putting like little houses out here, but then that gets rid of the point of the fort. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It is spring though, so it's getting nice and warm again for everybody, which is exactly what we want. Everyone can, you know, stop being miserable, I guess. Where did I put was this the library? This was the library. Okay, getting this one built will be really good. Getting 2 people working on research is, I think, really important. Spring arrived in Thatcham. As the sun warmed the sleeping ground, vegetation began to grow. It was the perfect time to sow crops for the coming year. Absolutely. Although my worry is that, well, I was going to say my worry is that we'll have, you know, everybody working on crops and not constructing. But to be fair, we probably want them working on crops rather than construction, right? That's probably not actually a bad thing. Like, we have these 2 out here doing good stuff, which is fine. Actually, thinking about it, we should probably tell everybody to get out of their winter apparel and start putting on summer clothes. Because it's going to start getting a bit warmer. Although you guys... Can I get you to, like... Yeah, I'm just going to have you guys, like, drop your clothes. And hopefully, eventually put on anything else. What is this? That's flimsy wool winter clothes. What's being worked on right now? Can we prioritize the summer clothes, please? Who is our best tailor? So tailoring is Allison. What is Allison doing as well as that? Construction? Okay, let me bring those down. So Allison's going to go do tailoring now, which I think is probably for the best. We'll kind of have you just work on, well, you're working on winter clothes right now, but I kind of need you to start working on, there we go. So start working on some summer clothes if you wouldn't mind. And then, well, actually thinking about it, this isn't quite done yet, but that's the bow. Oh, I need the, so hello. Armor glinted and pennants fluttered, each bearing 3 white crosses. First they prayed, then they purged the faithless. The church was as merciless as it was fanatical. Uh-oh. Alright. 9 enemies have appeared. They're over there. Where am I? I'm here. Well, this is going to be a challenge of our base, I guess. Let's get you guys up in the walls. If you wouldn't mind, let's get you all geared up and out here. And let's see how this ends up going. I don't think they're not attacking immediately, so that's good. Oh, they have started their attack though. Okay. So can you guys up in the walls? What can you do for me? All right. So they're coming in. We got this guy who seems to be leading the charge. Then we got a group of 4. That's a little worrying, but I think we'll manage. So once Christian gets into the range, we'll just immediately open fire, which we are now doing. So he's being hit, but his armor just deflected it, I think. Uh-oh. All right, let's aim for that guy. Let's have you 4 aim for this guy. All right. So anyone in green, I don't think we can take them out with arrows, which is a bit of a worry. This is a mess. What's going on here? All right. We're okay, I think. 3rd coming. Okay, none of my guys are dead yet. Let's hit this guy. Ooh, okay, we're all right. We're still okay. Do they have archers? They do. Can I get you 3? Oh, their archers are out of range though, because they've got longbows, which I think we're gonna probably need. Allison, let's get you guys shooting at that guy. Okay. We're still doing all right. Let's hit Alfred as best we can, please. Try and take him down. If we can get them to retreat, that'd be nice. I think we can manage. Yeah, there we go. So 7 of them died, 2 of them survived. That's fine. Did any of my people go down? No. That's a lot of gear lying around there. That's a lot of gear. Let's allow all of it. Let's select everybody and let them kind of do their thing. So they're all running away. That's fine. Goldina's kind of hurt right now, which is not great. Are you how badly hurt are you? Oh wow, you are gonna potentially die at some point relatively soon if you don't go and rest. So let's have you do that, please. And then Allison, I kind of need you to go and tend to Goldina, if you wouldn't mind. Because those wounds are not going to get any better. So that should be those tended to. How are you doing? Why are you drinking? Why are you... Oh my god. I kind of need you guys to not be running around bleeding everywhere, but sure. To each their own, I guess. Ay. Okay. Let me see here. We really... I think the next thing we're going to need to do is upgrade our archers. Because at level 10, they can get the better bow. So, Allison is marksman 14. Heloisa is 9, unfortunately. You're, let's see, 8. So I think I'm going to let Cassandra and Heloisa go do some hunting at some point. even though I'd rather they were doing other things, because I need them to level up their marksman skills so they can both use longbows. Because I think the longbow hits a little bit harder, but I also think it has more range too. So that's going to be useful for us in terms of dealing with these enemy attacks, which are apparently getting stronger and stronger as time goes by. So dealing with those is going to be very, very important. Now, who has wounds? Florence, you are having a rough time. Let's bring those walls down a little bit. Allison, I hate to wake you up, but I kind of need you to go tend to those wounds, if you wouldn't mind. And then also Uthred, I need you to go tend to those wounds as well. Again, if you wouldn't mind. I just want to make sure that nobody, you know, dies horribly. I'm also thinking that if this game does go in the direction that RimWorlds went in, people are going to get infections left and right. It's going to get rough, man. It's actually going to get, I'm excited about it. That's not a complaint. But it's definitely going to get rough. And that's, you know, it's just going to add to the challenge. That's kind of the point. Now here's a question. Can we get rid of these bodies? You can prioritize burying that one. Do these things have restrictions? Oh, let's just do that forever. Let's set these guys to just burn bodies, because that's kind of the goal here, is just burn whatever bodies we have. Enemy and human. Yeah, that's the goal. All right. Well, let's hunt you two. And Heloisa, let's, I guess, prioritize production. Florence, prioritize. Anwind, prioritize. Goldina, prioritize. Let's have all of you prioritize getting rid of these bodies, because people are going to be miserable if they're running out there and seeing bodies all the time. There we go. So there's one of them going. There's another one going. And then the others will go at some point as well. So yeah, we'll get rid of the bodies that way, rather than constantly burying them. Can I, if I deconstruct these graves, what happens? I don't know that I want to know, but I also don't want graves down there anymore, so we're going to deconstruct those and we're going to see what ends up happening. I'm not sure how I feel about what's potentially going to happen down here, but we're going to do it anyway, because I do think we need to. Also, I think Cassandra leveled up her marksman skill, right? Level 9, yeah. So let's hope that you can level that up further. You're actually doing a pretty good job. So yeah, we'll let them just kind of work on it. Once they both get to level 10, they can both get longbows. That's a lot of bodies. That's a lot of bodies. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Let's see. Can we get Uthred and Anwind to prioritize production on those, please? Just get these bodies out of here, because I think that's probably going to be for the best. There we go. As for Allison, what are you up to right now? You're tailoring. That's good. You're putting on some summer clothes. That's good. Is everybody putting on summer clothes? No. Okay. Well, eventually, I'm sure they will. Right? In time, I'm sure summer clothes will be a thing. For right now, I guess they won't be.